An American writer tells the story of a southern United States university campus in autumn 1964. Two white students were waiting for their African American friend to arrive. A group of them had trained together in non-violent resistance as part of the civil rights movement, and they'd organised for mixed race groups to go to churches with all white congregations. They planned just to turn up unannounced, and they'd been trained to expect vitriol and hatred and even violence. But they believed in the cause and mustered their courage. The two white students waited for their friend, who was facing a bigger risk and cost than they were, but for some reason their friend never arrived. Afterwards, the white students were deeply troubled. They said they felt almost shameful relief as it became clear they wouldn't have to go through with their plan. They were off the hook. Their friend hadn't turned up, so they could go to church somewhere else and avoid the risk and danger of the confrontation they'd planned and expected. But just as they were setting off for their safe church, their African American friend called to say she was waiting for them on the steps of the white-only church they'd originally agreed to attend. Seized by fear, their pulses race, their hearts are in their throats, their adrenaline pumps, and the fight or flight instinct kicks in. We have to do this. When the women go to Jesus' tomb early on that first Easter morning, they go to bury Jesus. They also go to bury their dream of the new world they hoped Jesus was bringing. It was all gone. Jesus and the dream. But at least they were off the hook. They didn't have to carry through with their part of the plan. Except Jesus' body wasn't there. A young man tells them Jesus has been raised and is going ahead of them to Galilee and will meet them there. Fear seizes the women. Their pulses race, their hearts are in their throats, adrenaline pumps, fight or flight kicks in. Their dream isn't dead. It's jumped from the jaws of death into the world, starting in Galilee. And they are not off the hook. Now they have to follow through. Christ's love for them now demands of them an equally deep and wide love of neighbour as Jesus' new world unfolds. They're not off the hook. God is not dead. God is transforming the world, and the women and we have to do what we said we would, with pulses racing, hearts pumping, adrenaline flowing. That's resurrection. That's Easter.